We all have a story to tell. Our story is made up of our experiences, our belief system, our feelings, and the meaning we attach to the events that have happened in our life. Our story shapes who we are and how we see the world. But what if our story is holding us back? What if the meaning we've attached to the events of our past is limiting us and preventing us from realizing our full potential? My goodness. In today's video, we will explore how reframing that story and shifting our perspective in our past can help us to move forward and create the life that we want. This is so critical and so necessary. And if you didn't know, I'm Myesha, author, speaker, content creator, and your new best friend. I provide weekly videos to inspire, motivate, and empower you to live a happier life. So glad, so thankful you are here today. Stepping outside the story is one of the most powerful tools we have to change our mindset. I was in therapy for around 5 years, and I asked my therapist about reframing when I got to the whole divorce part. And he said that the more recent an event is, the easier it is to reframe it, to change what it means. And here I was sitting and rehearsing the end of my 18-year marriage and saw this as an opportunity to step out of this story. The first step in reframing your story is to look back and examine the beliefs and meaning you attach to the events of your past. You ask yourself, what was I thinking and feeling at that time? What did I believe about myself and the world? Then you ask, is that belief still true for me today? Does it serve me, or is it holding me back? Some of us have had parents and adults in our life that said we weren't anything, that we didn't have value, we weren't important, we weren't enough. And so that story is still something we live out of. We tell ourselves that we are not enough. We choose partners that reflect back to us what we deeply believe. Our story holds us back from a meaningful life. By questioning those beliefs, by questioning the meaning that we have attached to those events, we find clarity about what is true for us today and what we want to let go of. I thought I was, I'm sitting there like, I've been married all this time. I wasted my 20s. I wasted my 30s. I just wasted my whole life investing into this. And what did it do for me? I invested all this energy into something that was gone. When I began to reframe those thoughts, it shifted to, who said it was a waste of time? What did you learn? How have you grown? What meaning does that experience have now? Like now it's over and I could look back. I get to decide how important that experience was for me. The second step is to reframe your story by shifting your perspective on events in your past. Instead of seeing these events as something negative and detrimental, try to find the positive or the growth that came from them. For example, if you experienced a difficult breakup, instead of seeing it as a failure or a rejection, consider how it helped you understand yourself better. Now you know what you need and want in a relationship. You can see what you can do differently in the future. By reframing it, reframing the story, finding the positive or the growth, you can release the negative emotions and move forward with a new perspective. Reframing is a gift. You're taking one photo out of the frame and you're putting a new frame on that photo. It'll change your room, it'll change your mood, okay? That's the visual I want you to have. Whenever a negative memory or thought popped up for me, I would always give myself 3 things to be grateful for. I'd say, thank you, I have sustained an 18-year marriage. Many people don't get that opportunity. Thank you. I have 3 beautiful, amazing children. Thank you. Thank you that I have had the experience of love and connection. Like I know what that feels like. You have so much power over your own thoughts and experience. No one is in control of what is in your mind like you are. I always say you don't have to wear those chains if you don't want to, baby. I'm so thankful for the outcome of my life post-divorce. I mean, I really am. This is hard for many people to understand. And I just know I would have never met the version of myself that I am today if that never happened. And I can't harbor negativity about something that caused such a positive outcome for me. That is my experience. You may be in the thick of it right now. You may be wrestling and going through all kind of stuff. I hold space for you. You also may be rehearsing a story about being always left behind and not included. And you may be constantly reminded of the abuse you experienced growing up. I'm so sorry about the things that have happened to you. I really am. It should have never happened. And you have the power to decide how you want to reframe those horrible experiences and everything surrounding it. We all have experienced so much in our lives. It's amazing that we're here to even share our stories and heal from them. The third step, if you want to reframe your perspective, is to focus on the present and the future. Once you've reframed your story, let go of the limiting beliefs and the negative emotions from your past. It's time to focus on what you want to create for your future. Set goals, create a vision for your life. Who are you? What are you about? Where are you going? What do you need? And then take action steps to make it happen. By focusing on the present and the future, you are taking control of your story and creating the life you want now. You can do nothing about yesterday. You have control over today. Being in the past too much can lead to depression. Being in the future too much produces anxiety. Being in the present moment is pure gold. I always stop and I say in the present moment, what do I need now? What is hurting me? I analyze my body. I sit with my emotions. What's actually happening right now? In 99.9% of the time, the answer is nothing. I'm safe. I'm fed. I'm warm. I'm good. The fourth step is to practice self-compassion and forgiveness. Reframing your story and shifting your perspective on your past can be difficult, and it takes time and effort. And if you find yourself stuck in old patterns and negative beliefs, be kind and compassionate to yourself. Remember that you are not your story. You have the power to change it. Forgive yourself and others for past mistakes. Focus on the present moment and the opportunities that lie ahead of you. Shift this thing. Shift this story. Shift your perspective. What was is what was. It's a powerful tool for growth and transformation. Examine and question your beliefs. Reframe your story. Focus on the present and the future. Practice self-compassion and forgiveness. You will be able to let go of a lot of limiting beliefs, negative emotions from your past, and finally create the life you want. Remember, you are the author of your story, and you have the power to rewrite it at any time. I'm your sister, I'm your friend, I'm your auntie, I'm your bestie. I'm here rooting you on. We step out of the story that we have been told, that we have believed about who we are and what we do in this life. Let me know in the comments how you plan to reframe your story. What's one thing you can be grateful for in your past? And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment. Don't forget to check out the links in my description. It's some hot fire in there. Click around and enjoy. And until next time, bestie, reframe your story. You are the author. You get to write the ending. See you.